Hi, this is Jeremy, Solution Architect at Lyzr. Today I'd like to walk you through our anti-money laundering agent workflow that automatically detects, risk scores transactions, and files suspicious activity reports automatically. This workflow is flexible in that it can accept a number of different types of inputs. There are know your customer inputs, including customer data and ID documents, behavioral inputs from transactions, and compliance inputs from Watchlist that need to be checked. There's a Know Your customer due diligence agent to handle all the KYC inputs, a transaction monitoring agent to handle all the transactional inputs, and a watchlist screening agent to handle the compliance inputs. These data feeds are routed to a risk profiling agent that will initially score all the data for attention. The case management agent will step in and will alert and make the final determination of the risk of each of the transactions. If a suspicious activity report needs to be generated, as a SAR generation agent will come in and it can generate the SAR report both for internal review and editing, as well as produce it in different formats, such as the FinCEN format. The compliance orchestration engine serves as the front end for the banking employee to work with this agent. It can produce a number of different outputs, including a risk dashboard in order to show the banking uh, employee all the key areas that need their attention for that day. It can also generate a number of SAR filing reports automatically, including audit trails and filing outcomes and other financial and regulatory outputs. There's a regulatory response agent specifically for filing, for handling subpoena responses, as well as for information sharing queries and internal queries as well. There's a case feedback and modeler and trainer agent, which provides a feedback loop to improve this agent over time. Let's take a look at how the application works. So what you're seeing here is a dashboard for the banking agent so that they know how to manage their day. You can see that there's active alerts, including those that are left over from yesterday, total customers, including those that are flagged, transactions, including those that are flagged as well as SAR reports that were filed. The banking employee can also see the number of recent transactions, including those who were flagged, and also the ability to see any kind of recent alerts, high-risk customers, and there's even a compliance assistant at the bottom that allows the banking employee to ask any questions about any rules or regulation, legislation, or even customer information. If there's any new data that the banking employee has received, for example, on the customer that the customer has provided, they can upload it directly to the banking agent through this modal. You can see here that the app will process and use optical character recognition to identify the document and that transaction. On the left-hand side, the banking employee can navigate to look at customers directly. You can see that customers are flagged by low, medium, and high risk, and also reason for why they're flagged. So you can see here on a low-risk transaction or low-risk customer that this customer, John Smith, has made a recent transaction in the amount of $9,500, which is just below the reporting threshold of $10,000. But because this customer does not have any previous suspicious activity, that transaction is flagged as low risk. Here's an example of a medium risk customer. Maria Rodriguez is a politically exposed person, and because of her position, her transactions are subjected to higher scrutiny. Here's an example of a high risk customer, Ahmad Khan. This was flagged as high risk because he was a potential matched to a sanctions list individual, as well as this was a large wire transfer from a high risk jurisdiction. So this was flagged as high risk for further review. In addition to the customers, the bank employee can look at transactions directly. So you can see here that at a glance, the employee has access to all the key information for important transactions that require their attention. If they wanted to focus just on the alerts that they need to handle at the moment, you can see here that this window summarizes all the transactions that have alerts associated with them, including key buttons to both start an investigation or file a suspicious activity report directly. The employee can also look at cases. So you can see here that they can see all the different open cases available, as well as the status of those cases and when they were updated. Any suspicious activity report is listed here in their own area, and you can see that the employee can also have a number of different compliance reports, risk reports, and activity reports available for them to view. This is a high-level overview of our AML agent. If you would like to customize this for your financial needs and use cases, please contact us and schedule a demo. We'd be happy to customize this for you and plug this into the data systems that you require. Thank you so much.